on, who won it? Who won it? To the screen! Yes, game time. Oh my God. Game time! Hey, hey, control. My organization is Team Steam. Team Steam Conditioning Club. That's the program that I'm trying to launch behind my personal brand. My Team Steam personal brand is a lifestyle brand.
Okay.
It's all about, being driven, setting goals, being unstoppable, immovable, resilient, like a train, you know what I'm saying? Powerful, but you need fuel. You need fuel to stay moving forward. So that's the message I'm trying to send out here is that nobody's gonna go nowhere, nobody's gonna do anything if you don't have any goals. You don't got any goals, you don't got nothing to push you, motivate you, and move you.
Right. So what inspired you to do this?
Shit. Really, plethora of things my whole life. But from my own childhood to getting out the army, becoming a PE teacher, you just see the problem, man. The problem is foundational. It's foundational. And I was in K through 8, and you watch it. You watch kids not grow and not develop. From first grade to 5th grade.
Yeah.
For something as simple as following rules and having basic respect for themselves and each other is real bad. It really started at when I was I guess you could say my personal brand started when I was in college, because I grew up without a dad. I was a high school dropout type of stuff, really got a long story. But I had to dig deep and figure out, how I was gonna finish school, I knew nothing about nothing, what I'm saying? I joined the army when I was 17, I got out when I was 25, just wanting more, but not really knowing how to do it. So, I ended up prioritizing, my family, which was just me and my son at the time, you know what I'm saying, and my health. I was severely out of shape. I was super fat. I was drinking so much, smoking, I was riding motorcycles, just living kind of lawlessly. So I just had to lock in. The only way I could lock in was to just really prioritize and value something. So now just hyperfixated on finishing school,
Yeah.
And once I cut out all the distractions and I chased that goal, I saw how powerful it was to lock in. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the basis of how I started. Then I started coaching and teaching PE after I graduated. And I realized a lot of kids, man, they're not doing nothing, I can really go on for days, but I think I would sum it down to I ended up starting what I called at the time Coach Smith's Boys Club. I was at the school I had taught at. And it was just a boys club, literally, and where we met up and we were able to get a lot of the team orientation, team life lessons and stuff without actually being on the team. What I learned is a lot of these kids, they're not gonna make it on nobody's team, for real. They don't know how to follow orders, you know what I'm saying, face adversity, push themselves through difficult things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Risk being embarrassed around others. A lot of kids scared to try hard, you know what I'm saying, etc. So when I put that together, I realized, I had the power to, I had the cool kids who really are on their way and want to work hard, and the kids who have no experience and no guidance and they want to work hard, able to bring them together and have them already be friends with their school as if they was on the same basketball team or were they supposed to look out for each other. So that was my biggest value of it. But I'm an ex-Ranger, you know what I'm saying? I've been big into fitness for a long time, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I know that fitness as a foundation is really good for their mind, you know what I'm saying? So, I started pushing them, started running them. We would do short runs, we would do circuit workouts, we would do this long run. We would buy Foresight, schools by Foresight, so we would run the Foresight, we would play football at Foresight, basketball at Foresight, run laps. We would run laps through the streets, kind of like what I'm doing on my other things I have going on with the run clubs and other community efforts. But it's just all about building a foundation.
So how long you been doing this out here at Cann Park?
Over a year now. This happened because same thing, teaching. I was teaching, and as a PE teacher on Mondays, you ask kids what they was up to on the weekends, what they had going on, and a lot of times it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's not. It's a lot of reasons why kids not doing nothing, but I think the best thing is just to provide opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of parents is not They don't got the time. None don't care. Some don't care, but some don't have the time. They don't have a way. You know what I'm saying? The neighborhood parks near the houses, no other kids out. So why you gonna go to the park if no other kids at the park? You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. That
So
makes
I
sense.
ended up. I was like, dang. I told them like, this is at a time where my kids was in early, like fourth grade. Second, third, fourth grade, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And I told her, and that's when I was working on my kids early, bringing them outside, having them run, do basketball drills and stuff. Just try to be serious about the things they say they want to do. You want to play basketball? All right, we're gonna go out. We're gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Once a week, and it was just family time mixed with developmental time. And I would just tell the kids, hey, well, we're at the park on Sundays. If you wanna ask your mom to drop you off, you can.
Uh-huh.
She can. Here's my information, and kids just started coming and tagging along. Then I started getting it pretty structured. Then we ended up making a basketball team, and
Oh
we
yeah.
played for like 2 years. And now, now all of them are, playing middle school basketball and running track and football, everything. So I guess we just here to build some leaders, man. Some real meaningful members of the community, man. People that can,
Oh yeah.
kid, you know what I'm saying? You know how some kids you can put them in any environment and they will be positively impactful. A lot of
Yeah.
as a kid you don't listen to adults when they tell you, you're a leader, you got the power, what I'm saying, you don't have to be negative influence, da da da.
Uh-huh.
You don't listen to it and stuff, but as you grow up and you learn, that
Okay.
is a lot of things a lot of kids miss. They miss the power of their influence and that.
Oh
If you
yeah.
follow me on Instagram, I'm real big on empowerment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And a
Yeah.
lot of times, even like today, it's kind of chilly. We really only out here because I haven't been out here for like 3 or 4 weeks because it's been so cold. It's
Yeah.
still kind of cold today, but I just show up just in case anybody else want to show up, and other kids, they show up, man. And
Oh, okay.
over the year, I for sure have seen a big difference here. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's only a couple other kids, but it's
Uh-huh.
been times where I've had 15 kids out here, and then it'll be 15 kids on the playground, and it really brings the neighborhood out. You can see that it brings the neighborhood out. So I
Oh
look
yeah.
forward to this year it getting pretty sunny and stuff. Last year on my birthday, I had a pretty big party or whatever.
Uh-huh.
The goal is to create these small clubs at these schools and
Mm-hmm.
then have a monthly Cann Park meets where
Okay.
all the clubs can come out to the park and they can compete and work
Mm-hmm.
out all together, because I'm gonna tell you, it's back to that positive impact, man. Kids, man, like they're impressionable. Even young adults are impressionable. You know what I'm saying? If people around you get money, it don't matter how they getting it. So you
Yeah.
want to get money. If they
You
getting it
want
by
yeah.
stealing cars, you gonna start stealing cars. They getting it by selling drugs, you gonna start selling drugs. They getting it by, you know what I'm saying? However they getting girls, is influential. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we want to bring all these kids that's actually striving and bring them together and have them all friends. That's why I love social media and Instagram, man, because all
Mm-hmm.
these kids they can see what the other kids got going on. I watch it already. I watch kids who didn't listen to me at all in fifth and sixth grade.
Uh-huh.
They trying to grind now in eighth grade, you know what I'm saying, or ninth grade, and you
Okay.
can see that if they would have just bought in, you know what I'm saying. I think
Yeah.
that's what we're doing out here. We're trying to give kids a chance to buy in
Okay.
early.
So with your company, with your business, what you see yourself doing the next 1 or 2 years with it? Like what's your end goal? Like what's your goal for it?
My end goal is to some uh, try to gather some sponsorships or partnerships on community initiatives. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fitness events going on and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of stuff you got to pay for. My bit I want to do is I want to provide for free. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I want to provide free. I want to do a free. Oh, it's another thing. I've ran a summer camp out of my home. You know what I'm saying? 10, 12 kids,
Hmm.
2 summers in a row. So I want to run stuff like that, but I want to do it for free. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yeah, I just want to do it for free. I want to provide it for free, and I don't want to clock in for nobody for minimum wage, because that's what is going on out here. If you want to do the type of work that I'm doing, you working for minimum wage, trying to work your way up. You know what I'm saying? Around a bunch of people don't really care as much as you. So
Okay.
yeah, I see myself creating this program, getting citywide, and hosting, events to keep fostering togetherness, community togetherness.
So when do y'all come out here on just on
We usually
Sundays
come
or?
out. We usually, yeah, we come out every Sunday,
Okay.
and then this is for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, whether we just hanging out and spending time together, or we actually working out, or and working drills.
Hmm.
Right now, it's more play because the basketball season is about over.
Right.
But leading up to that, like right now, the basketball season is about to end, going into the summer. It's gonna be a lot more conditioning. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh
Especially,
yeah. So it just is this just for basketball or is it for
right
other
now, for
sports?
right now, it's mainly focused around basketball, just so we can have a universal interest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But we do everything. We play football.
Hmm.
We wrestle. You know what I'm saying? We race. Like I said, we do a lot of circuit training. A lot of push-ups, squats,
Okay.
lunges, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if somebody want to help support you, where could they? How could they help? Just by coming out here or
Really just
contacting you?
yeah, just you can just hit me up. Let me know what you got going on. I'm look forward to meeting more kids. You know what I'm saying? Right now, a lot of my kids are all in seventh, eighth, ninth grade. They're kind of on their way. I'm ready for and I've had them since like second, third, fourth grade.
Yeah.
I'm looking for my next batch. My next group of third, fourth, fifth graders to start molding and trying to help them get on these teams. Because if you don't know, man, these sixth graders they're not making these middle school teams no more,
Yeah.
and it's bad because they don't have no type of experience or foundation. But a lot of kids don't even get to try out for basketball until middle school, where they can just stay after school. You know what I'm saying? And elementary school, these parents they're not picking these kids up at 3 o'clock and taking them back to practice at 6 o'clock. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? For
Yeah.
2 hours, they're not doing that. So the day is over. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I'm trying to provide, man, for the kids that don't got no, that have the support but don't got the resources. We're trying to bring resources to our community for real.
Do you eventually want to expand from Cann Park or just like this the home base?
This is
Like
the home base. I'm working with a nonprofit. We Love Cann Park. It's probably one of the first people that kind of reached out to me to support what I got going on. It just see me. I live over here. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
I've been out here with kids playing basketball, and there's been gunfire. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the block, stop signs. You know what I'm saying? Police chases.
Hmm.
My kids out here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of dedicated to being out here, so that other kids can come out here, bro. Especially on Sundays.
Yeah.
If anything, you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact that kids will come out if they knew that kids was outside
Right.
somewhere. Yep.
Kids like to be outside,
Yes.
so
If they knew kids outside somewhere, they would be here.
yeah.
So yeah.
Well, let the people know where they can find you on social media and
Yeah, yeah,
everything.
man. Smith.x.dog. Smith Dog is what I go by. I'm
Okay.
just trying to grow my social media, grow my Instagram, grow my personal brand, so that we can provide. I want to sponsor my own. I want to what's the word? I want to sponsor my own nonprofit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All my philanthropy that I have going on, I want to sponsor it myself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's the end goal.
All right.
Like Nike, you got the Nike Foundation. Nike funds Nike Foundation. I'm kind of looking in that aspect. The Team Steam is my brand.
Hmm.
Team Steam is gonna fund the team's team, you know what I'm saying, conditioning club, you know what I'm saying, which is
Yeah.
going to be, this is basically a mentorship program, big brother, if you will.
Okay.
All these kids that come out here, they can message me anytime on Instagram, so I try to catch basketball games, you know what I'm saying. If somebody wants to pay for one-on-one, they can pay for one-on-one, but I'm all
Right.
about providing, just free opportunity.
So you don't only just like condition when you do mentorship too as well, like
That's my
helping
main
out.
goal is mentorship. I do mentorship through conditioning.
Okay.
Yeah, mentorship through
Okay.
conditioning. You know what I'm saying? When I what they call it, positive engagement, meaningful
Yeah.
engagement, positive impact. You know what I'm saying? When I talk to any kid,
Hmm.
it's instantly what you got going on, what school you go to, what you do, what you into.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you say you into this, then what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Say you draw, okay, where your drawings at? You
Right.
got a portfolio, you got a sketchbook. You know what I'm saying? If you in the basketball, who you play for, who you try to try out for, when do you practice? You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
it's always, not always, I ain't gonna say that, but you want to guide them in the right direction.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you gotta be in contact with them consistently
Yeah.
in order to consistently check on them and guide them. So even as an adult, my own aspirations, that's something I struggle with is just not staying active because I'm super active, but just staying driven and working towards something, you know what I'm saying, doing something towards something. And I know that if someone asked me about it, I
Yeah.
would be like, oh yeah, I could. And you'll realize how easy it is to just
Yeah.
make this next step or do this next thing, you know what I'm saying? How to
Okay.
get out and, get some shots of, to work on some dribble moves, get on Instagram and YouTube, look up some drills, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
Short
yeah.
story time. This kid in the black shirt, I don't even know his name right now, right? But,
Uh-huh.
he's a neighborhood kid that be around here.
Yeah.
And, I've been out here from having a full basketball team to just having just me and two kids, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And you just see slowly but surely they come around, they linger around. When I first met him,
Mm-hmm.
I actually had to get on them because they was all roaming around here. It was like five deep roaming around here and freaking ski mask and Orby guns or
Oh
whatever, like
yeah.
literally just mobbing the block and ski mask, Orby guns. And
Mm-hmm.
I just asked them, I was like, that's how y'all play? That's y'all having fun? Y'all play? That's what y'all playing? Y'all playing?
Playing with
Y'all
the ski
playing
mask.
drills? What
Right.
y'all playing? Y'all playing drills or whatever? And I get it, I get it, but this was fun to y'all. Y'all outside to do this, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so they kind of blew me off and stuff. But they started coming around.
Mm-hmm.
I started letting. I think it was him and his other friends.
Uh-huh.
I would get my kids. They'll try to play like 2-on-2, 3-on-3, and they see the significant difference and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
every time you just see them, he start. You see what time we out here. They be lingering around. I invite them
Yeah.
over. It's usually two or three of them. I invite them over to join us.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they join us. Sometimes they act like they got other stuff going on. But the same back to the influence, right? If he's out here by himself right now, and he was looking to join us, but I had to call him over to
Right.
tell him to come join us or whatever. But if he was with the other two boys or friends or whatever, he would probably just got up out of here with them. Whatever they wanted
Yeah.
to go do,
Yeah.
he would have went to go do it. You know what I'm saying? I watched that happen already. You know what I'm saying? But you could tell as a kid these kids they
They
want to
want
be
it, but they just need
they
that.
want to be a part of something for
Yeah.
real. I'm telling you, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was teaching, man, that was the first middle school program. The only program we had was cross country,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a clear, significant difference. You know what I'm saying, between foundation. And there's kids that ever run them out, and there's kids that never push themselves like that, but it's because they're not outside doing that. They're not outside jogging. These
Mm-hmm.
parents are not guiding in that direction. A lot of our kids are just lucky if someone go outside and throw the basketball, throw the football with them, or shoot hoops with them.
Right.
None of that is building, what I'm saying, mental toughness and fortitude and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You got
Okay.
to actually push these kids, man. I didn't ran these boys. I done ran these boys downtown and back, Cann Park downtown and back. I'm talking
Uh-huh.
5 miles, 8 miles. We done ran
Hey.
from here to Daffin Park and back. You know what I'm saying? And then when we get back, I have them in my living room, fucking four TVs going, Xbox booming. You know what I'm saying? Music blasting. You know what I'm saying? We eat lunch, eat snacks and lunch and stuff, and then we go to the pool in the afternoon. Spend the evening in the afternoon. So it's like it's. I ain't gonna lie, it's just how kids would wanna be moving if they could, you know what
Right.
I'm
Right.
saying? But
Yeah.
yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just feel blessed. As a veteran, bro. That's what I want to do with my extra time. Come on, you know what I'm saying. My bills is paid. My bills are paid. I work enough to pay my bills, and it's
Mm.
just what I want to do with my extra time, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long has it been hard marketing this out to people? Like,
I'm gonna tell you, I really haven't. I haven't marketed it like that. I haven't pushed it out. At first, it was probably because didn't want to really put myself out there because I can be kind of hard sometimes. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And but now I kind of know what direction I want to go. Like I said, I want to go introduce myself to the schools, introduce myself to a fifth grade class, and
Hmm.
just have kids sign up if they want to sign up. Then we're gonna meet this Monday,
Hmm.
run through the workouts and stuff. And I already know my likability and stuff. So I don't.
Right.
It's just a matter of putting myself out there. I came from the school, so it's been about 2 years now, and so I've been reluctant in messing with them schools. But I'm ready to. I feel like I got a lot to offer. You know what I'm saying? I've
Okay.
in my mind, I've already had success. And when I first started all this, my mindset was to do it with no help, you know what I'm saying? And then so I can show people what the help would do. You know what I'm saying? We already
Yeah.
out here. I can use some more basketballs. I can use, you know what I'm saying? I can use a van or that I can on Sunday mornings to pick up a group of kids or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can use some partnership or sponsorship support for as I go into these schools, and so I can be attached to something official, you know what I'm saying, so that I can actually have something to offer these kids, whether it be
Mm-hmm.
nutrition or you know what I'm saying, or drinks or even snacks. That's something that me and my wife had talked about. You know, just if I was to start something at a club that I can want to offer basically snacks, you know, snack pack. You know what I'm saying? So snacks for the week. We meet them on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and we give them each kid snacks for the week. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how hard it is for kids to eat good snacks for one, and then
Yeah.
how hard school is if you don't even have no snacks. And kids just so unmotivated and
Oh yeah.
unenergized. You
And
know
some
what I'm saying?
kids don't even like school lunch, so.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. But if a kid know that, you know what I'm saying, if I show Coach Smith, I work out, I set some goals,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, one, they're gonna reward themselves by being able to attain their goals. But then two, you get something out of it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Yeah. And
Okay. Well, like I said, I definitely appreciate it,
no,
sir.
no, I appreciate you, bro,
Okay.
for real, for real.